How much did that call just cost you? Not the phone bill, the job. Because if you run a service business, somebody rang you today and you did not pick up, and they did not leave a voicemail either, they rang the next name on the list. You will never know it happened.
And here is the uncomfortable part. You already paid to generate that call. The ad, the referral, the years of being good at your job. All of that money was spent before the phone rang. The only thing that failed was the last 3 seconds.
So this is the fix. 4 agents inside GoHighLevel, each doing exactly one job, handing to the next one. Not a chatbot, a pipeline. Answer, qualify, book, recover. Build them in that order, and each one pays for the next.
Agent 1. Answer. This is GoHighLevel's voice AI, and it does one thing. It picks up the call you were never going to pick up.
Forward your existing number on no answer. Not a new number, your real one. Then give the agent 3 jobs and nothing else. Get the name. Get the number. Get what they want, then text that to your phone. That is the entire scope. It does not quote, it does not promise, it does not improvise. And it says, it is an assistant, because the fastest way to earn a bad review is to let somebody find out afterwards that they were talking to software.
Agent 2. Qualify. This is conversation AI, and it works the text side. SMS, web chat, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp.
When the call ends, or when somebody messages you instead of ringing, this agent asks 3 questions. Only 3. What is the job? Where is it? And when do you need it? 7 questions. And they stop replying. Then it tags the contact and drops them into the right pipeline stage. The verifiable output here is the tag. Either the contact came out tagged, or it did not. And you can see that at a glance.
Agent 3. Book. This is where the money actually lands, and it is the one people rush.
The agent reads your real calendar, finds genuine availability, and proposes times. For a standard job with a known price, let it book. For anything custom, it proposes and you confirm with one tap. The rule is the same as everywhere else. If it touches your price or your promise, a human signs. If it just fills a slot you already said was free, let it run.
Agent 4. Recover. Everybody builds the first 3 and stops. And this is the one that quietly makes the most.
It does 2 separate things, and the split matters. After a completed job, it uses Reviews AI to draft the review request in your voice and holds it for your approval. But if the job went badly, it sends nothing at all. It routes straight to you with the transcript attached. Automating an apology is how one bad job becomes a public one. And on the other side, it works the no-shows and the leads that went quiet on a schedule, drafting messages you approve rather than firing them off on its own.
Now, the money, and I am going to use their published numbers rather than mine. The AI employee bundle is $97 a month per sub-account. And that covers voice AI, conversation AI, reviews AI, content AI, and the workflow steps. On its own, voice AI is 13 cents a minute. So divide 97 divided by 0.13 is 746 minutes. That is your break even. Roughly 12 and a half hours of answered calls in a month, and the bundle has paid for itself. Everything after that is free minutes.
And unlimited has an asterisk, because it always does. Fair use is around 50,000 voice minutes and 200,000 messages a month before you get throttled, which sounds like a limitation until you do the other multiplication. 50,000 minutes at 13 cents each would be $6,500. You are not going to hit that ceiling. Stop worrying about it.
Now, the rule that decides whether any of this survives a real week. 1 job per agent. A verifiable output you can check in one glance, and a human checkpoint on anything that touches a price or a promise. The reason is arithmetic. If a step is right 85% of the time, 4 of them chained together lands at about 52%. Add a 5th and a 6th and it collapses. 4 narrow agents with checks between them beat 1 clever agent trying to do the lot.
And every one of them needs the same boring answer to the same question. What do you do when you are not sure? Stop. Do nothing. Tell the human. Attach what you have. An agent that escalates when it is uncertain is worth more than one that guesses confidently, because you can fix a stopped workflow in a minute and you cannot unsend a wrong quote. So, getting rich. Let's be honest about where the money is, because it is not in the software. There are two places. The first is the calls you are already losing, and you can count those today in your own call log. That is not new revenue. It is revenue you already earned and dropped. The second is the one nobody talks about. Once you have built this properly for one business, it is a snapshot. You build it once and you install it again and again for every business in that trade. The platform costs the same either way. That is the actual leverage.
So, the order. Answer first, because that is money you are losing right now while you watch this. Then qualify, because leads go cold in minutes, not days. Then book. Then recover. Last, because it needs the other three feeding it. Build one. Run it for 2 weeks. Look at the transcripts. Look at the transcripts, because the transcripts will tell you exactly what your script gets wrong. Then build the next one. The prompts and the full agent setup are linked below. Free. Next one is on what to do when an agent gets it wrong in front of a customer.